Welcome to the new sound of online radio. Welcome to the sound of Universal Broadcasting Network. 'Cause you make me feel like I've been locked out of heaven. A mix of today's hits and hard-to-find favorites, combined with the most entertaining and intriguing talk anywhere. This is your sound. This is the sound of Universal Broadcasting Network at UBNradio.com.
Today, everyone is a product and everyone needs marketing to succeed. So let's talk about it right now on Marketing Unfiltered with award-winning creative expert Wendi Cooper and her co-host John Hamilton.
Hey, yay. Welcome, John. Your mic's not up. No, it's not. It will be. There it is.
It'll
Now
go
it
up
is.
soon, eventually. So I'll just talk a little bit louder in the meantime.
So, John, your mic is up now.
Oh, it's up.
Yeah.
You can hear me now?
Yes.
Okay.
But your ears are clogged, I'm assuming.
I think
Are your
so.
headphones
Something's
working?
going on. Yeah. No,
Okay.
it's
So
good.
welcome. I mean, hello.
Hello again. How have you been?
So
we did a rerun last week, so I haven't seen you in a couple weeks.
We did. So I haven't seen you in a couple of Tuesdays. And but welcome to C-Spot Talk Marketing Unfiltered. I am Wendi Cooper, and this is my co-host John Hamilton. We
Well said.
And Jarvis is giving me the finger. He's going go like this. So I'm moving over. So we have a house full tonight.
Yes,
so that's
why we're sharing. We've gotten really close in the past couple weeks.
We didn't decide to do something different.
Yeah.
You know, like Dorothy Lucy did not affect us that much.
Yeah, not that we're sharing a camera
we
now.
decided that we had to share a camera.
If anyone knows us, they know that we need our own camera.
Yes, we do. We need our space. So anyway, tonight is really kind of a fun night.
Yeah.
And I'm going to set it up because you have no idea how all of this actually happened.
Yeah, you're definitely more versed on how it all comes together, which I'm really excited to hear about.
So what we do here, for anybody that's listening for the first time, I'm a direct response marketing consultant and television producer and all of this good stuff, right, for many years. And I believe that everyone is a product. That's obvious in our opening theme,
Yes,
right?
yeah, we mention it every show because it's true.
Right, because and I love doing this show as a fun thing that I do. It's kind of my release because I think that it's really great to give everyone, whether you're a singer, songwriter, movie producer, movie writer, author, host,
Just entrepreneur, of any sort, really.
inventor,
Yeah.
whatever you might be, I believe that everybody needs an additional marketing platform or a platform to expand and expose yourselves. So that's really what the show is all about. Sometimes you might walk away with some wisdom. Like sometimes
I would hope so. I think there's at least one or two little nuggets you can walk away with from our show.
Sometimes,
When we
most
have
of the
guests.
time,
When
most of
we
the
have
time,
guests,
when we
at
have
least, yeah.
when we have guests. But tonight, John,
Yes.
we are so packed with people.
I know, it's fun. I don't know.
You
There's so many
can't-
eyes on us. I can't even look over there right now.
You can't even look to this.
No, that's the point of
this
being on
way.
radio. Is people don't have to look at you. But now we're on a stage.
But anyway, I don't even know how to begin to introduce everybody. So we have 4 dynamic guests in-house. They are hosts. They are all hosts of various. We have one author, but she is also a host. But how this came to be was that there's a private page on Facebook, and it's called LA Hosts, right? It's a LA Host page. And a lot of hosts, because I know a lot of hosts because I produce infomercials and direct response commercials, so I have to hire hosts. And I know a lot of hosts. So I thought it would be fun. Hey, host, anybody want to be on my show? So I posted it, like, I don't know, 6 months ago or something. And Grant answered. And Jennifer Bonatone, she answered. And I think that it's just a wonderful way to share the love. Right? So that's how this came about.
I love that. That's awesome.
So Grant Rutter, who is here with us tonight, you were the first contact, but at the time, Grant, and I'm going to go down the line. Yeah. But at the time, you were doing the AfterBuzz's
AfterBuzzTV.com.
AfterBuzzTV.com. You can chime in anytime at the Housewives.
Beverly Hills.
Beverly Hills Housewives.
Ah, yes.
Which goes on for weeks and months at a time. So I reached out to you like the beginning of the year, it seems like. I don't know the exact date, but here we are.
I think it was before that.
Oh, really?
I think so.
Well, here we are like, 6 months in, and
Yeah.
we're here. So
Yeah.
it's good. Yeah.
Finally.
Finally.
made it.
Yeah. Well, look at we had
Thank
to.
you.
The whole entourage is here. I mean,
You
everybody.
brought your
Grant-
whole gaggle of gals over here.
Entourage.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm just going to go down the line because on camera right now, I believe we're seeing everybody. Okay. So sitting next to Grant
Hi, Fern
Big
Ronay
wave.
here.
is Fern Ronay. And I'm saying your last
Yes.
name properly.
Yes.
You're an author.
Yes.
Right? And a host.
Yes.
And just a really dynamic lady that has so much insight into
Thank you.
so many things I learned in the green room.
Thank you, Wendy. I'm so glad I came tonight.
Well, you're a CPA too, though, right?
And a lawyer.
And a lawyer.
Yes.
So in case anybody needs a CPA or
Yeah.
a lawyer,
No, do not call me.
don't call Fern. Don't
Do
call
not.
Fern.
But her husband is in advertising.
Oh,
Mr. Shit My Pants. That's my husband.
oh, okay. Oh, wow.
Kmart.
Kmart.
And then, so our next guest in the beautiful blue that matches her beautiful eyes.
Oh my God, thank you.
So, Megan.
Yes, hi.
How do I say your last name?
It's Stecher.
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 I didn't know if it was Stecher
I
or
should just
Stecher.
legally change the spelling because it's really pretty silly. But yeah, Stecher.
Well,
Yeah.
what is it that you have the H? What's the H all about? Because
It's a German. It's a German last name. Yeah. And
H
Your
is
last
silent.
Original last name
Is Weiss, but
Yeah.
it's not German. It's interesting enough.
Oh, it's Austrian, huh?
Austrian. Yeah. It's Austrian. It's Hungarian, actually.
Weiss.
Weiss. Wise. I'm wise. I'm not white.
Oh.
That was a revelation I had after I did Ancestry.com or something. No, I'm kidding. But welcome
Thank
to
you.
the show.
Thank you.
Oh, I said, tell us more about your ancestry.
That's another show because I'm gonna be doing that soon, so we will do that.
And Christy Olson. That's Olson with Olson.
Yes.
Right? And
Also a very middle American name, but a little bit different.
Lots of
Not
ways
like
of
the Olsen
spelling
twins.
it, though.
Yes.
So you never know.
That's
Never
right.
know.
right, but yeah, okay. So this is what I know about you. I'm just gonna
Throw it out there.
Grant, I know that you are now focusing on Grant Rants, which is your podcast.
Yep, that's a big
Okay.
part of my life.
Fern, you are focusing a little bit more on your book, which is
Yes.
called
Better in the morning.
Better in the Morning. That's what he said. Oh, no.
That should be my new tagline. I like it. Thank you, Wendy.
And Megan, you are focusing on...
Trying to get my stuff together. No. I actually have.
I couldn't find anything. Sorry.
You can say shit on this
doing
channel
that.
too,
I
by the
can.
way. Yeah.
Okay. I usually do curse. Trying to get my shit together.
Yeah. Aren't we
no,
all?
I mean, being amongst these other co-hosts of mine, they really have so many babies. I do a lot of freelance stuff, shall I say. So just the other day I was covering for LA's Metro System. They have their own television show called Metro Motion. I'm a host.
they do?
I'm a host and reporter for them. So I was covering the Expo line
the Expo
extension
line, yeah.
opening.
Yeah.
So we were
Santa
in
Monica.
Santa Monica and taping the whole ceremony and the first train
And
coming
all the
through.
art that's in every station.
Yeah, so I've been covering all of that and just doing the thing.
Well, that would be cool to be
good
known
doing
as
it.
Megan Metro or Metro
Metro
Megan.
Megan.
Megan,
Well, no,
there
that's
we
kind
go.
of cool because
New branding today.
I like it.
what else
That
does
could
that
have a
state?
whole
What else
nother
do you
connotation.
cover on that when it's not a new line opening or this like what
Gosh.
city things?
Like things like if you've never taken this line before, go.
90% of LA has never taken it.
Exactly. It's like these are all the amazing things you can do along this line. Stuff like
so
that.
like places to hit up.
Yes.
If you're saying, okay,
Yeah.
cool. Like
Yeah,
little
yeah,
road
yeah.
maps for the line.
Yeah.
I can see how that would be
That's
an important
neat.
thing. And our next guest, the wonderful and talented, I just met her in the green room. The wonderful and
Wondering when my
talented
compliments were going to come.
YouTube star.
Yay.
YouTube star is Christy Olson, and we already mentioned you, but you didn't say too much of anything, right?
We didn't get to the nitty gritty of
this
Christy.
dynamic. I want you all to notice her beautiful necklace.
Ooh.
This dynamic, beautiful fuchsia color she has on.
And you
and
know,
her lips
most people know
happen to
Tiffany's.
match
This is from
it.
Express.
Right on.
Yes, but I do the juicy celebrity interviews on the red carpet. That's my thing. I
Oh.
try to get the good stuff out of like the reality stars and the TV and movie stars. That's what I'm always chasing them down the red carpet.
Do they
So-
run the other way? Or?
No, I've actually started to develop a pretty good rapport with most of them, but I'm definitely not afraid to go there with my questions, and they know that. But there's a way of doing it. Wendy.
I mean, the answer might be obvious. Are the reality stars more inclined to answer questions and have a conversation than, let's say, a TV actor or a movie actor?
Absolutely, and that's why I love talking to them, because it's their job to make sure we know what's going on in their life,
and
that
they
we know
keep
the
it going.
drama.
Yeah.
So they're ready to spill the tea. I don't think we've ever gotten nothing out of a reality star, even on AfterBuzz TV. Like, they are the ones who definitely give you the dirt. So I have a lot of fun with it. It's good.
So you said you like to ask the juicy questions. Has there ever been a question where you've been like, let me pull back, shouldn't have asked that? Have you ever crossed the line?
Or did anybody ever spit at you?
Or that?
No, I've never had anyone spit at me.
Wine in the face, anything?
I have to say, I think I've been doing this for a lot of years, so I just really try to find a way of asking that won't tick someone off.
Almost suggesting they answer without a question really being posed.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah. There's a way to do it, but they definitely know me as the one who is going to go there. So people avoid me every once in a while on the carpet. I'm not gonna lie. But usually,
if they're going through some stuff.
Right. But usually they know they have something. Like, if they want to spill a little tea about their castmate, or I have
settle
some of them
some
reach
score.
out to me on Twitter after they see interviews with their castmates, and they're like, oh, that person was full of crap. Like, you have to update this or change this. Yeah.
Do you love it?
I do.
It sounds fun.
I freaking love it, you guys.
That sounds amazing.
That's crazy. I think it's just that's because I read a little bit about each of you today. I was sitting in an edit bay, and your aspirations have always been to be in this world of celebrity-driven
pop culture.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And Megan, what your aspirations? I mean, have they always been to really kind of be in the world of Hollywood? Because people from all over the world will watch and listen to this show, and they really don't understand really what it's like. Right?
Yeah.
Just ask this one.
Yeah.
My aspirations have always been to be in this business. When I was in 7th grade, I wanted to be, we had to do a career presentation on when we're an adult, what are we going to be when we've grown up? We need to dress up like that and present what we would have to do every day at our job and how much we would make. And I was a journalist. And I remember as a little kid in elementary school, this is really aging Katie Couric, and I'm sorry, Katie Couric, but in elementary school, I would watch Katie Couric every morning on the Today Show, and that's when people would ask me what I wanted to be. I wanted to be her. So
I wanted to be Jane Pauley.
Oh, see? There you go.
Yeah.
They're like I think the Today Show has always been role models for young women. And I've always wanted to be on TV with the microphone, journalist, host. I think I'm a combination of both, and I'm happy with that. And I think pop culture is definitely my vibe, my jam. But I love doing other things that are not pop culture, and I've done many different things on camera. So.
Megan brings the sass. That's kind of her.
Yeah. She's good at
shady,
it.
She's
She's
a little bit. A little shady.
It's always
You need a little shade, though, to add some fun to it, I
think that, I don't really see myself that way, but everyone else does, as you can see. So it's like,
so you're just a shady person.
No, it's really good. I mean, all we do is talk about reality shows, and it's our job to be honest.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's really good to ask other people, I think, what they think of you. Or and I've had a million casting directors be like, I can't tell you that. It's for you to decide what your brand is, and I think it's so great to ask your friends or other people in your industry, like, well, what do you think of me? Or what's your first impression of me? Because that way you could see, I don't think I'm so sassy, but apparently I am. So
no, I think if you're
every
online
episode.
or an on-camera persona, if you're a host, I would absolutely think that you would need some feedbacks. How you're coming across.
Do you guys find, Fern? Do you guys find that because Grant, real quick, you are the quintessential. I like that word. Okay. Quintessential.
Quintessential.
Quintessential?
Quintessential.
Whatever, John. Shut up.
You're the grammar guru over
no
here.
big deal.
Quintessential. Well, whatever. A person whose aspirations for me when I read your LinkedIn are that you just have to be working in Hollywood. Okay, to me I just feel like that's the only place you feel that you really belong. And I don't know how I can tell that, because it's not like you have a whole hell of a lot on there, but I feel it from you and your personality and your perseverance and what you're doing. And then you go over here to Fern, the author.
Hi.
So how did that happen? How did you guys come to know each other? And
Well, we all met through AfterBuzz.
Right.
Yeah.
So how does that happen with the AfterBuzz show? It's like you just
We have Real Housewives of New Jersey to thank.
Yeah, really, and I
Oh.
think it's like I think it's our East Coast bond. Really, we're no BS. Like we kind of grew up similarly. We're both Italian American, and I feel like it kind of just was a good match for us. We had some good chemistry, and that's just I think that's how we bonded. I feel like I gravitate towards a lot of people who are from the East Coast out here, whether it's like New York, New Jersey, Philly, like just that whole area. Cause that's I feel like those are my people.
They are. There is definitely like a kinship that comes along with that. I went to
Yeah.
school back east, and so anytime I would see a Californian, it was like, "Hey, what's up? I'm from Cali too.
Yeah.
We have nothing in common, but fuck it. Because we know where we come from." So how did you go
is
from
true.
CPA accountant to host to being on air?
No, I was an accountant and a lawyer, and then like I'm sitting in a law firm in the World Financial Center in downtown Manhattan, and I was like, like Lisa Rinna, to quote Lisa Rinna from Real
Please.
Housewives. I was like, I'm so much more fabulous than this. Like, I can't do this for another 30 years.
Yes.
And so,
Just so you know, I watch all the franchises
Oh, good.
religiously,
Okay,
so
okay.
nothing's
Good. So you get the references.
I speak the language. Yeah.
Yeah, so I just started working with a career coach and realized that, I'm proud to be a lawyer and I can always go back to it, but the pull for me right now is to write. And so I used all of the things that have happened to me and turned it into as much material as I can. And I have a very active imagination, and I just realized I love to write, and that's what I should be doing. So that's
So
what
are
I'm
you
doing.
working on a book right now?
Well, I have a book.
She has a
out.
book.
Are we not ready
Yes.
to talk about that yet?
I have
Or
a
we wanna
book.
talk
Yeah,
about
it's
that?
called Better in the Morning. It was released April 26th. It's the story of a single 29-year-old Manhattan lawyer
That's
who's
fresh
guided
on the
in
presses.
Yes, who's guided in her dreams by her dead Italian grandparents. It is somewhat based on me, but everything that happens in the book did not happen to me.
But you're Italian.
Yes, I'm
Okay.
Italian.
married to a Jew.
Married to
Married
a
to
I'm
a
a Jew
Jew.
married to an Italian.
How about that?
They're very
so
compatible.
similar, yeah.
Very compatible. Yeah. So that's my
That-
story. And so then, I met my husband in Manhattan. He lived in New York for years. And then he was transferred to Chicago. We lived in Chicago for 6 years. And then we were like, we don't want kids. We just want to have fun. We're not ready to go back to New York. Let's move to LA.
Where the sun always shines.
Exactly,
Yeah.
300 days of sunshine.
Yeah.
So we moved, we landed, and I was like, we're never going back. Our entire family's on the East Coast. I was like, we are here
You fell in love
forever.
right away.
We are never leaving. And I loved, listening to AfterBuzz because I was a huge Housewives fan. I was like, I want to try this. So after 6 weeks of moving here, I was hosting Real Housewives of New Jersey with these two
Did
fabulous
you just knock on the
people.
door?
Yeah,
how
just
does that
Like,
happen?
I
you
just
got-
sent them.
They'll
I
let
just-
anybody in over there. That's fun.
I just applied, and I guess being from New Jersey, I don't know, is the right fit. But I remember people tell you these horror stories about the people you're going to meet in LA. And I remember I got there the first day. I was so nervous. And Megan walked in, and she was so warm. And I was like,
It's so odd. That's
God,
so
that
that's such
she is so
bullshit
nice.
because people are so
Really
nice.
nice.
Exactly.
Really
And
are.
then this one walked in. I'm like, he's such a doll. Oh my God.
Yeah,
and
once
then we
you
started
leave
doing Beverly
LAX,
Hills, and we
we're
met
nice.
Christy, and we were like, we're never letting her go.
Yeah, they let me into their group,
Yeah, it's true.
into our boy band.
Yeah, right.
Yes,
We're like a
that's
little
true.
touring group of Housewives viewers because we do one show all together, but then we'll spin off and we'll do other Housewives related shows with some combination of the four of
Yeah.
us.
Do you cover all the different franchises of the Housewives?
Most of
Yeah.
them.
Yeah.
Grant and
So-
I are gearing up to do Orange County right now.
Oh, yeah.
Can't wait
and
for
I
that.
love
I'm
New
from
York.
Orange County, so I have a bevy of opinions on that. But did Potomac get canceled mid-season?
No, that got picked up.
Again?
It got picked up. It did all right in its reunions, but I'm bitter about that.
I
one.
didn't. I couldn't
Yeah,
catch
no.
on, and I'm grasping for straws
Same.
at Dallas right now.
Well,
Ooh,
yeah. Well, I
Grant covers that.
I covered
Dallas
that
is
one,
rough.
and recently I've been getting more into it. But yeah, the
Yeah.
cast on that show, they don't want to do much promotion. They're not
No.
interested in doing much of anything. They don't even want to call into the show. It's excuse after excuse. And it's
The Dallas people?
Yeah, and then there's always reports of the ratings. It went up like a tad,
Mm-hmm.
but it's like do some
Is
work.
AfterBuzz? But
Do
you
some
guys,
work.
I know nothing about AfterBuzz. Is it only reality shows or is it every show?
Every
They
show.
Game of Thrones. They do. They
Oh,
cover
wow.
movies.
Do they do 12
yeah.
Monkeys?
I think so. I got an email about 12
Oh,
Monkeys
really?
the
I
other
love
day.
12 Monkeys.
I need to
I don't
watch
even know what that is.
It's on Sci-Fi.
100.
okay.
They
It's
do
awesome.
100
I should know
shows
that.
every week at AfterBuzz.
Yeah.
100 shows every single
wow.
week. So that's how many shows we cover.
And movies and books.
Yes.
Oh, I want to audition. I want to. I
Yeah.
want to be an AfterBuzzer.
What
It's
show
so
would you
much
do,
fun.
Wendy? Like, what show is your jam?
Oh fuck. Sorry. I can't stand I can't stand The Bachelor.
I hate The Bachelor too.
Yeah, me
And
too.
I can't stand it. But what would I do? I would do, because of my expertise, Shark Tank.
Yes.
I would do Shark Tank because I was the person. I always say this, but I'm not doing this. It's just the honest truth. I have helped entrepreneurs and inventors for so long that I created that whole format of pitching your product to panels. Okay, since 2002. It's Google me. You'll see. So I am like frickin' perfect to do AfterBuzz of Shark Tank on what, and I have actually been mentioned on Shark Tank.
Really?
Well, there
By
you go.
who?
By who?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
not one of the 5.
No.
Okay.
But they all know who I am.
Okay.
They all, especially the Lori.
Mr. Wonderful.
Okay.
Oh, Lori, yeah.
Really knows who I am. And so they did a whole segment of Beyond the Shark Tank with Squatty Potty where they talked about the infomercial company that they got led down the road to disaster. A whole segment was done. And I laid in bed that night and I said to my husband, I said, I finally made it on Shark Tank.
There you go.
I love that.
They
way or
didn't
another.
mention my company, but it was obvious, and we sent a very strong letter, and all of that stuff.
The other
But
leading
boy,
toilet stool
would
company.
I love to do and I am super qualified to do an AfterBuzz Shark Tank.
Well, that's
you
perfect
go.
too
You
because
heard it
we
here
love
first. Yes.
anyone who's an expert and
That would
has
be super
background.
cool,
You know,
Wen.
it's like somehow one of the 4 of us always has a story about. Well, I met them on a red carpet.
Oh, I know.
You know,
Yes,
so that'd
and
be
I know
perfect
a
show
lot
for you.
of them.
Mm-hmm.
And like the bed, but like, remember? Do you guys watch Shark Tank?
Oh yeah.
There was this
Yeah.
bed bug lady, the bed bug. She had the thing for
Oh,
the
yeah,
bed
I
bugs.
remember her.
She was the first one to get a deal with 4 sharks. I know her.
Oh, really?
there
That
you
deal never went through.
Really?
It didn't? Even after she said,
Do you know
I'll
that
take
It
it.
seemed like such a great idea.
They still have to go through contracts
She
and-
was so smart. She didn't do a deal with them.
Because it was all just she just wanted the
She didn't want to do a
publicity.
deal with them. They were so much infighting and so much crap
And
that
it
went
showed
on
the value of her
after the
company.
show.
Oh.
After the
Oh.
show, between the sharks, that they did. And Kevin Harrington was one of the original sharks, and the guy only makes money because he says I was an original shark.
Is that
I've known-
Mr. Wonderful?
No. I've
Oh.
known Kevin Harrington for 20 years. He's Mr. He says, I created the infomercial world. It's like, really, Kev? Really?
No, Wendy did that.
Yeah, Wendy
No,
did that.
I didn't do it, but he didn't do it either, you know?
Was he featured in the movie Joy? Because if not,
No,
then-
but I know Joy. I was like, I did that stuff, you know?
Joy.
Joy was awesome. And that movie was like, when I watched that movie, I went all by myself, and it was like, that's me.
I
But
thought they
there's-
could have put so much more into it. I was a little disappointed in
I
it.
loved it.
I was disappointed in it.
Well, Joy had dark hair, though. She didn't have blonde hair.
She didn't
had
look like
dark
Jennifer
hair.
Lawrence?
And now she has blonde hair, but back in the day, she had
Right.
dark hair.
Right.
She did. And so there was some things that were really weird. But anyway, that's not my
See,
point.
Wendy, you have
I
so much
wanted-
good juicy stuff.
know.
and the tangents.
I want
Tangents
to do
are always good.
Shark
You
Tank
should be an
AfterBuzz.
AfterBuzzer.
Okay,
Yeah.
there you go.
So all you have to do to be on
How do you do
AfterBuzz,
that?
send a reel. Is there a form online?
Yeah, if you
fill
go to
out?
I
AfterBuzzTV.com.
don't know. See,
Yeah.
I started there when it was like super
Bare
beginner. Like I
bones.
went
the
there,
process.
like it was like the first year or two, and I went there, and it was in a house, and you know, I just took a tour, and then they're like, yeah, if you want to do a show, go ahead.
They're
Of
like,
course,
"We have
I'm like,
room."
yeah, I was out of work at the time, so I'm like, yeah, and I had a terrible roommate, which is the story of my life anyway. But I was like, yeah, no, I would be glad to do this, but it's picked up so much that yeah, I don't know the current process. Long story short, because it's just they've really, you know, they're really like a real network media group
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure if you go on the website, there's information how to
There-
get involved
there is.
because
Yeah.
they wouldn't want to
I
miss
wonder
out
if
on
they
it.
do a show
Jim.
on Shark Tank.
They do.
Oh, yeah.
they do?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, you could have mentioned that before she went on her whole pitching spree.
Well,
It's there.
then I just have to like pitch me to be on that show,
Correct.
right?
Correct.
And maybe I could do like a guest appearance or something.
Yeah.
I feel
Yes.
like now that you know some people, Wendy, we can
Yeah.
make it happen.
yeah.
You know,
I think so.
That would be the way to go and do a guest, just to go sit on the couch, give your thoughts on that episode.
Absolutely.
I mean,
Yeah,
The viability of the product, would it really work on
I have
QVC
wanted to be
or-
able to have a voice where that's concerned because there are so many things that, like this past Shark Tank, I don't know if anybody watched it. There was a guy that had like this bracelet that was it was called Pavlok, and it was based on the Pavlovian theory of, you know, if if it's going to stop you from doing something if you whatever. Okay, well, which was great, but he was treated like freaking shit by everybody, and they were asking him for clinical studies on his bracelet. Excuse me, and they wouldn't let him say, but it's based on the Pavlovian theory. I mean, everybody knows that the theory. Yeah, okay, so then they had another girl on, and neither one of them got a deal, by the way, but it kind of pissed me off because she had like these little bites. Now I've been launching products for 20 years, right? She had these little date snack bites. She called them PMS bites. Right. Okay. And then they're supposed to help you with PMS, but they're. So I went on Twitter the following day and I said, does anybody really think that it's fair that they didn't ask her for clinical studies when she's claiming it's going to help with PMS. And it's an ingestible, and that this guy, they beat him into the freaking ground for clinical studies. But why? Why? It was a season finale, and he told Mr. Wonderful to fuck off, basically.
Right?
I
saw that clip.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
And that's why they did that to him. But it wasn't a fair situation, and that was what really kind of irritated me about the whole editing process of Shark Tank.
That's why I kind of stopped watching it, because I felt like it started getting really manufactured.
Same.
Or these brands that have actually been around for several years, and everyone kind of caught on. Well, if I can at least just get on, I don't need a deal, because now I just got tons of PR.
But you get, but you make so much money just by your appearance. It's 7 solid minutes on network television, a #1 rated. That's like 7 minutes of product placement. You'll pay $1 million just to have 10 seconds sometimes.
Yeah, and whether you get a deal or not, then you get a stamp as seen on Shark TV. Boom.
Yeah, but they take a cut too for like up to a year after you've appeared on the show.
Yes, they
you
do.
have to
Of
give
your
part
gross?
profits,
Mark
right?
Burnett actually takes
Oh.
Like Mark Burnett needs
Right.
another
I know.
penny.
He
Come
is
on.
rich.
Hey, at least it's just for a year.
Yeah.
So if you guys are watching all these shows, you're covering all the reality shows, you're covering all the big dramas and the big shows
Every
that we all
show.
watch.
Trying to.
Do you guys have day jobs? Do you have jobs? How do you have time to watch all these shows?
Oh,
I
we
work.
do all kinds of stuff during the day.
Busy.
Well,
I work. I do. I work.
She's a vintner over here.
I work a ton. I'm always trying to do different things. I have crazy office jobs at production companies, and then I just moved over to a network, which is the hours are a little bit better. But it's such a balance, and it's so difficult because you need to put so much equal time into everything. And working even as an assistant is just so taxing. So to be able to try to catch up on these things, I mean, if sometimes I only watch what I'm covering on AfterBuzz.
Thank God.
Sure.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Thank God for DVRs, huh?
I don't even have one. I have to
Hulu,
rely on that.
Netflix,
Hulu,
yeah.
Yeah,
Not
well, that's
Netflix,
how I
really.
watch all my TV. Basically, is on Hulu. You know?
Yeah.
And I binge watch.
I
Pretty
love
much.
binge watching.
You guys should watch 12 Monkeys though, because
Is it good?
Okay. Oh my God, it is so good. But you have to start at it's sci-fi, and you start at episode 1. It's the second season just started, so it's 3 or 4 shows into season 2.
Oh, and our friend Scotty's on that show on this season.
Yeah, she was on
My future
yes.
wife.
His future
She's a hottie.
But
She's a hottie.
Scotty the hottie.
Scotty the hottie.
Yeah. Poor Scotty.
Who will have a gay husband one day. Too bad, Scotty. You might be pretty, but you missed out in that world.
It was but that's a pretty cool show. It's actually 12 Monkeys. It's based on the book. Right?
Yeah.
So there was a movie, 12 Monkeys,
Wasn't there
Yes.
a movie?
and this is a great
Okay.
series.
How do we
I like
get a
that stuff.
movie made for Better in the Morning?
Yes.
Yeah.
What do we need to do?
Yeah.
I'm telling when I
Yes.
read Better in the Morning, I'm picturing it
as a
playing
movie.
out.
Me too.
Isn't it? Yep.
Me
Wait a
too.
minute.
Oh,
Okay, so
I know who I want in it.
how do I get
Do you know
it?
Paul Sorvino?
Can
Oh,
I
I'll get
can
you a
I
copy.
buy your book on
no,
Amazon?
you're not buying it Monday. I'm giving you a copy.
Okay.
It is on
That's how she
Amazon.
It is on Amazon.
Oh, we can buy your
Yes.
book on
Yeah.
Amazon.
Yeah.
Print or ebook. But yes, Paul Sorvino and Olympia Dukakis. That's who I picture. So it has to get made
So are
before
you gonna- are you
before
gonna-
they're too old.
Before they age out.
Well, you never put yourself in a box like that. Let me give you a word of advice.
Okay,
Because
okay,
deals
okay.
in Hollywood do not get made that fast,
Okay,
right?
okay.
So
That's
if your
true.
celebrities that you're
All right.
packaging with are gonna get old by the time you make the
I know.
Yeah.
It's such a shame.
Yeah.
There's other old Italians. It's all right.
Yeah, have a B list ready.
Well, we're gonna go to a commercial, so we're gonna take a little break. We'll be back in a couple of minutes. I do want to say that I have to preface my commercials because you're gonna hear 3 commercials. One is gonna be my commercial for EasyGo Pro, which it never says that it's a toilet stool, by the way, and it's a toilet stool that you elevate your feet with. So. if you're not watching it on YouTube or live tonight, you don't see the visual, right? I realize that it doesn't say toilet stool. So anyway, I'm prepped. Hello, people.
Prep them for the commercial.
And then we're going to have Direct Avenue, which is our sponsor, which makes our show possible, our wonderful media buying company. And then Whole Tone. So we got about 4 minutes, and we're going to take a break.
Yeah.
And we'll be right back. All right?
In mountain climbing, as in business, an expert who knows the terrain can help you minimize risk and increase your chance of success. In the business of direct response TV advertising, Direct Avenue delivers clients to new heights of success because we're much more than a TV media buyer.
The thing that sets Direct Avenue apart from the other agencies out there are the people of Direct Avenue. They come in and they really enjoy what they do. They work hard at it, and seeing the clients become very successful because of the hard work that they put in is amazing.
With Direct Avenue, expect to receive expert planning, brand building, analysis, and management of short-form DRTV ad campaigns. With Direct Avenue, expect ad tracking and ROI optimization tools, including TIP, our top-down investment process tool, which gives advertisers greater insight into the behavior of media targets so the right media is selected for every campaign. POP, our pre-optimization process tool, ensures your media clearance and spending goals are met. With PAR, Predictive Analytics Review, you'll receive reports designed to assist all marketing partners in the optimization of your campaign. And you can expect high-definition reporting with HDR. HDR includes interactive mobile-ready dashboards with detailed insight into each campaign. As a Direct Avenue client, you can expect the full-service resources and the ad buying power of a big agency. But you can also expect the flexibility of a boutique agency, an agency that will adapt a TV ad campaign to meet the particular needs of your company.
The key to our success is making sure that we're hands-on. Every single client-facing individual is senior level, so you get a hands-on experience every single day with every single client.
For a free analysis of your current DRTV spending plan, give us a call at 760-579-4210. We'll prove our expertise by showing you precisely how you'll receive a greater ROI with Direct Avenue as your partner. With Direct Avenue, expect more. For more information, visit directavenue.com.
Hey there, do you know how your puborectalis muscle works? Well, here's your colon, where waste is stored thanks to the puborectalis muscle that pinches your colon shut until you're ready to go. But there's a problem, the invention of the toilet. It changed everything, except our anatomy. See, we're all created to squat to go, but we don't. We sit, and sitting only partially relaxes the muscle. We end up straining and pushing. EasyGo Pro fixes the problem instantly just by elevating your feet. Your hips shift to a natural position, and that unpinches your colon, and that allows it all to flow easier. Reinventing the toilet isn't an option, but you can make yours better. EasyGo Pro. It's ergonomic, sturdy, compact, and stores completely out of the way. Plus, one size works for everyone. EasyGo Pro. Go time just got easier.
In an average lifetime, 1,500,000 minutes are spent on the toilet. So what's the problem?
When you sit on a toilet, you're at a 90-degree angle.
Nature didn't want us to do it that way.
This causes pushing, straining, hemorrhoids.
That's crazy.
We want to create a product that is great for humanity.
Well, go time just got easier. Introducing EasyGo Pro, the only way to go.
Anatomically, we were designed to eliminate at a 35-degree angle.
You just sit, lift, and go in a natural position.
The benefits list is this long from a pure health perspective.
A healthy colon is encouraged by doctors for all ages.
The key to vitality, it's the key to longevity, it's the key to your health.
Be a healthy goer. Order now at EasyGoPro.com. Try it for 70 days. If you don't absolutely feel better, just send it back for a full product refund. Go time just got healthier at EasyGoPro.com.
Hello, hello.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back to C-Spot Talk. C-Spot Talk Marketing. That was right.
Yeah, C-Spot Talk Marketing with Wendi Cooper and John Hamilton.
Thank you for listening. And we're here with, obviously, with John.
Lovely guests this
for
evening.
Amazing guests. Boy, we just took a 4-minute break and it was like bam, 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 bam. But we are here with Grant Rutter, Fern Ronay, Megan Stecher, Christy Olson, myself, and John, and we just have a full house of really amazing hosts and host turned author turned host.
With a lot to talk about.
Pretty much from BuzzFeed. Jesus, why do I keep doing that?
That would be nice
Buzz
too.
TV.
We'll take
it.
We'll take that too.
If you're listening, BuzzFeed. You got 6 eagers here.
No, we got hashtag BuzzFeed. But anyway, so John, you said that you had a couple of questions.
Well, I know Grant's working on something different now. What's going on in your world? And then we'll go down the line, and then I have some fun questions.
Cool. Well, yeah, I teased on my little Facebook page for Grant's Rants Hollywood Talk podcast that I'd be making this announcement. I've been kind of saying this through a couple different episodes, so I said, well, why not have it here? So I'm maintaining my podcast, Grant's Rants Hollywood Talk, but I'm spinning it off to a live show, Grant's Rants Hollywood Live, on a new app called BidChat. So this app has not launched yet. It's launching in the month of June, and I'm going to be part of their initial launch of original programming. So it's going to be a little hot topics. It's a similar flavor to what I already have. It's going to be a rotating guest co-host, so in fresh perspectives and things like that. So that's coming out in June, so keep an eye open for that stuff.
And is that your Grant? Is that Grant Rants?
Yes, it's a spin-off of the podcast. So the podcast is going to remain for the time being, and we'll see what happens with this BidChat show.
BidChat. That's the name of the app, BidChat.
Yeah. So part of the money goes to charity. So it's like
that's nice.
Like Periscope, so you can chat with people live, but also there's this charity element to it.
Oh.
So it's really going to be something big. I really think it is. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. I mean, I'm getting it on the ground level here, so I'm just going for the ride like anything else.
Well, you were saying while we were on break that you kind of got on the because I was saying how I wanted to be on after Buzz Shark Tank, and you were saying how you didn't even know because you were in on the ground floor of the AfterBuzz show.
Yeah.
So you're kind of like where it's happening, huh?
I'm always hustling. I'm looking.
I
I'm
can tell
questioning.
you have that energy. You're getting.
But
it's go getter.
Yeah, but it's not like a desperate hustle though, where you're like, please, like, let me take a meeting with you. I don't do that. But I do. I look for things. You got to be smart about everything, and everything requires so much work, and I don't get paid for these things, so it's like I have to really divvy up my time correctly. So whatever's really worth it. So yeah, I got my eye out.
So
there.
this for everyone here. I mean, I don't know who gets paid and who doesn't get paid, but I don't get paid to do this. This is something that I
really because I do.
I do.
Oh, awkward.
That's awkward.
I do.
You gotta talk to John's agent.
Yeah, I'll hook you with my agent. That's it.
We're taking advantage of this unbelievable medium that we have available to us now to build our personal brand.
Amen.
Exactly.
That's it. And it's really awesome that, I'm way older than you guys, and I'm able to actually take advantage and do that. I've been doing radio now for it's almost 5 years, and I only did it because my Kabbalah teacher said I need to get out of my comfort zone and go do something. And I said, well, radio makes me really uncomfortable, and she said, go do a radio show, and that's why I do it.
Yeah, people are really shocked when they hear that a lot of the jobs in Hollywood are not paid, especially when you're in sort of an entry-level position or even a mid-level position.
Right.
I mean, really, you're not making any money unless you have a contract on TV, on a network all the time. And people think that's so outlandish, but at the same time, we consider ourselves so lucky to be able to do what we dreamed of doing every single day. And really, I think kind of at the end of the day, you lay down in bed and you go, you know what? Today was a good day. Who cares if I made $0? Like, I got to chat with my friends about my favorite reality show. And
you're doing it.
Maybe that's all you really need at our age in Hollywood.
Well, you have so many opportunities. Like, I have such an advantage over an author in Middle America writing their first novel.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I have how many people tuning into
an immediate platform.
AfterBuzz,
So
and I'm
cool.
telling them about my book. I'm so fortunate, and then I get to interview people who I've always wanted to meet, authors and celebrities, and it's amazing. I pinch myself every day. I'm like, I'm so lucky.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. Well, Megan, what do you think?
What's your take?
I think
Megan wants to make some money. Megan would like to be a millionaire.
I would like to get paid for things. No, I'm very lucky.
Pay us, please, America.
I get paid handsomely for doing the Metro Motion Show for LA's Metro. So I'm like, oh, thank God. Okay, here we go. Some money coming in.
Good.
I feel legit in that respect.
Oh, yeah.
It is nice to get paid sometimes.
Yeah, and I think I'm living like a whole a backwards life. Sometimes I think of it is in my 20s, I had success in a really weird, like I got on TV in Philadelphia as in my very early 20s, which is completely unheard of. Everyone was always starting out in a middle of nowhere market and working their way up for 20 years and then getting paid huge bucks to be on TV in Philly. And I kind of didn't do that and got extremely lucky just by going for what I wanted to do and was doing entertainment lifestyle stuff on TV in Philly at like 24 years old. And I was like, oh my God, I made it. This is it. I made it. And then the stock market crashed.
How many moments of God, I've made it finally have we all had, right?
Exactly.
I've even had a few.
Yeah. So, and I mean, that happened. And then I lost my full-time job in TV in Philly. And so then I was like freelancing on QVC. And it was like, oh my God, I'm on national TV. I made it. You know, come on, give me a break. It's so, everything's so temporary. And the huge move to California in the past 3 years is like, okay, this is it. I left everything.
Like come out, guns blazing.
Yes, it's like
if I can't make it in LA, I can't make it anywhere.
Yeah,
and I'm moving to Toronto.
So I'm living this whole backwards life of like I got what I thought I wanted very early, and then I lost everything, and then now I'm just going for. I think I always thought I wanted to be like the next Juliana Rancic. Katie Couric was like the very young girl thing, and then by high school it was like I'm the next Juliana Rancic, which Christy and I totally have bought. Christy and I both thought we were the next Juliana Rancic. So how many million girls out there like are the
even
next
I thought I was gonna be Juliana Rancic. I was like, I'm gonna be on E! News.
Actually, our AfterBuzz CEO is the next Juliana Rancic. So ha. So I think
bye, Christy and Megan.
I think honestly, it's not even about like making the money. It's like I get this huge smile across my face when I see the Hollywood sign when I have to drive somewhere in Hollywood like we are right now tonight. I live all the way at the beach. And
are
it's
you
like,
a Pisces?
Oh my God. No, I'm actually Sagittarius.
Oh, okay.
So it's just like I kind of feel like I get paid in dreams coming true, even if I'm not getting paid monetarily.
Absolutely.
And my day job, which we were talking about earlier, is
next rung on
waiting
the ladder.
tables. Like what supports me every day to keep going for my dreams is waiting tables, which is really effing hard.
That's hard.
You know?
Absolutely.
And it's like to be in my 30s and having done this off and on for 20 years, as far as like the entertainment, or I'm sorry, the hospitality food industry. It's like it's really humbling, but like every day I do get a little bit of my dreams come true. So I mean,
it can be hard when you see like 14-year-olds filling arenas doing concerts and then doing movies and TV shows, and you're like, God,
what gets me are the Vine stars. I'm like, where'd you come from? Like I can't, like I just can't with them.
I thought Vine ended a couple years ago, and
Are there
is it on its way out?
Yeah, they get their own shows. They get their own shows made, and it's like one of them was on Dancing with the Stars.
I don't know about you guys, but I kind of just miss that. What are they called? Millennial generation.
Yeah,
I'm like
we're right
in
outside of
between.
that.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like I'm half analog and grasping on the other half of digital that I can't quite grasp.
And
Wendy has more of a grasp on the social media stuff
and we
than I
still
do.
have a little self-respect. Like we're not all about the TNA on social media, which is what's going down.
Yeah, and I
kind of
want to push it away a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm like, no. Like in person, but I'll still like online date, instead. so that's not in person. But yeah, I mean, it definitely like poses its challenges, not being taught coding at the age of 12 when we were learning about the Oregon Trail video game instead.
I was learning how to type on a like old school program.
Me too.
Yes.
Type too.
And now they're learning how to build websites.
Yeah.
So we're gonna be totally fucked soon. So, okay, you guys, a lot of what you guys do is based around TV, obviously, which I love, because I love TV. Movies are tough for me because it's tough to get me to the theater.
Oh, I agree.
get ADD,
And to like
I get
sit down for
antsy.
2 hours.
No one
it's
has
too
that
much.
time.
People love them, and Wendy loves to go by herself and everything, and there's so many people like that, and I wish I could do that.
I go to the movies by myself all the time. I love it.
Me too.
I have a problem with going to the movies. I'm about an hour and 10 minutes in, and I'm ready to go.
Yeah.
I'm just like, all right, where are we? I'm doing
That's
the
me.
act.
That's me
I'm doing
watching
the acts.
TV.
Like, where are we? Like, all right, was this
Third
like
act? Come on.
Okay,
Yeah,
wait.
like, let's roll.
But Grant,
I can do 89 minutes, like a children's movie. That's it. And I'm
Yeah, especially with lots of
I
color.
can't do that. I can't watch TV. My husband says, sit down. I said, "Oh God, I'm over it already." You know, I'm just like, I can't watch this shit. You know, and I get up and I walk around, no matter what it is. He goes, "Oh my God, you're done." I go, "Yeah, I'm done. I'd rather do the dishes."
I check my phone during the commercials, but a movie, I'll sit there the whole time.
A movie, me too. I love going to the experience.
I
because
love
it's
laying
an
in my bed and watching my
experience.
movie.
Yeah.
You know, with the curtains drawn, that I can do because I can still pause it if I need to go make something to eat.
I do all
or-
types of things.
It's so interesting.
I iron. I wash the countertops.
You're just a big
I'm
multitasker.
cooking. Yeah. Oh, I have to be doing something at every minute because it's just so little time.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, it's constant. I mean, it
Okay,
really
wait,
can't
Grant.
sit.
So, Grant,
Can't sit.
wait. So, you watch because you have to review these shows on television. You're multitasking, so you're watching them as
Well,
you're
We watch
ironing.
them at AfterBuzz.
Yeah.
Oh, you
we'll watch.
watch
So I'm
them
like,
at
I like whatever.
And then are you
lead
on air
host,
right
whatever.
after?
So I have to kind
Got
of
it.
facilitate the flow of the conversation. So I really do need to like know what's going on. So like we'll Snapchat and fool around in between. And I'm like, I always make them like start the show late because I'm just talking. It's like we have to watch the show. So I'm still bad, but you know, I mean, just buzz through it.
As long as you have like 5 things you can say,
Yeah.
then you
I
can
cannot
sort of
stand.
fill
I'm
in.
going to
live
say
in a
5
rush.
things
I
right
live in a
now.
rush.
I
Yeah.
cannot stand those fucking any housewife shows. I hate them.
Why? It's
with
so
a passion.
salacious. It's so
Oh,
fun.
I'm
It's so
Absolutely.
stupid.
And
I'm outta here.
also, Wendy, I also feel like you would make a fantastic Real Housewife.
Yeah.
So I think you got to get on board, girl.
Stupid. It's so
No.
stupid.
Yeah,
I love it.
she's the Tamra.
Oh,
that says a lot.
Her niece and I have already discussed it. I'm looking at her face. Your poor face.
This
You're
is
like-
me. This is me. So if you're watching something that has any reality base to it whatsoever, because I'm a producer, a writer, and a director, and if you're doing anything with reality, all I'm thinking about is the frickin' crew that is surrounding you
I think
behind
I
the
do.
camera,
Yeah.
right?
We all
So-
think of,
We talk about it.
Yeah.
but I can't separate myself from it. And then I think about the editing. Okay. So I think about it from the back end perspective, and I can't take reality shows for that reason because it's like, oh, I'm so sad, I'm crying, and it's just like I'm so sad in my pussy, everything hurts. And it's like there's everyone around you, and you're like talking to them. It's like so fake. I cannot take it.
You would be a
because
great
you
guest.
can tell where the edits are. You can
Yeah.
hear
Yeah.
the Franken bites, all that
Or
stuff
when
like
the
that. You can
has
pick
to
that
be that
out.
way, but it's in reverse. Clearly.
Oh,
Everything
yeah.
is reversed.
Yeah.
Everything is
The
reversed. It's
pickups.
like, how can
Yeah.
this person
The
be
pickups are the most
talking
awkward.
about something that hasn't even happened yet?
You
That,
should.
that we know of,
You
right?
should come
But
to one
yet,
of our AfterBuzz after shows and point out all of the.
oh my
that's
God.
Yeah, the
fun
editing
to
things
do.
of how to know the
Exactly.
tricks. I'd be like, see this right there?
Exactly.
She said this earlier, but they made it seem like she said it now
It's just
we
to
don't
support
know
the
it.
storyline.
Yeah.
Love that shit.
That's why I can't watch it because from a technical standpoint, I cannot stand any of that stuff. I can't stand it, and I can't stand the sensationalism of what. And I'm sorry because I come from a different place, right? So the sensationalism of the people who opt to be reality stars, that just makes me kind of sick. Like, what is wrong with them?
Well, some
I
of them
would
kind
do
of
one.
fall into it.
would?
I would do
Oh, I
one.
would
Yeah.
never do one.
I would
I
never.
would do one.
Except for the
Listen.
Amazing Race. That's
I
the
would-
one show I
There's
would
like
do.
a purpose.
There's a
Legit.
purpose, and you're all around the world.
I would do an ensemble one, but I wouldn't do one of it just
Of
like
just
all-
you?
No,
You
hell
would
no.
say you would
Grant's
go to
life.
parties.
Rough life.
What?
You go to the party.
Oh yeah, I'll go to the parties. They can send the black car, and I'll go and I'll rent a suit or whatever.
Yeah.
But like and I'll like hang
The
out.
awkward
like,
vacations.
like Camille Grammer and me, like in the background. Like that's great. That's called.
Yeah, but do you remember?
It's tough for those people
Yes,
that are on the shows.
yes,
They really are not just
yes.
exposing their real life, but they're having some sort of a pseudo-realistic reality kind of create for them. for
Look
this
at
entire
Nicole
period of
With
Smith.
time.
stressors thrown in.
Exactly.
She was the original
yeah.
reality star, right?
The
With Nicole
Osbournes were
Oh,
actually.
Anna Nicole
Yeah.
Smith?
Well, it was the Real World, and then
The
it
Real
was
World,
the
yeah.
Osbournes.
But the
and
real
then Nicole
world,
kind of came
the
right
real
after the
world
Osbournes.
was not celebrities. The
No.
real world was
True.
real
Yeah.
people, right? Because I knew people in the real that did the real world, right? And that was awesome, and I liked the real world.
Yeah.
And then Anna Nicole Smith came, and the
Osbournes.
Osbournes, and now it became the sensationalism of the celebrity mixed with whatever. Okay, these loser celebrities, these loser people that didn't know
Right,
what
or
the
these
frick they were doing with their
offbeat
lives. It's like,
families.
the Osbournes.
Oh, wait, don't get me started on those two fools.
Okay, so in y'all's opinion, like, what's the most legit reality
we have
show?
like 4 minutes, basically.
From like, what's the most legit reality show in terms of like what you see is pretty much real? to the least legit, like The Simple Life?
Okay, I'm going to say, and you guys maybe have never even heard of this show, and it sounds outlandish, but Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders making the team is super legit.
Okay.
When you have a corporation involved, and I've watched LA Clippers Dance Squad as well,
Mm-hmm.
when you have someone with a lot of power and a lot of money involved, they get approval over the show. So what you're getting is not some fake dramatic storyline between the girls or between the contestants or anyone else. You're just seeing what actually went
workings
down.
of the business,
Yes,
kinda?
and that show particularly is everyone kind of uplifts each other, and it is just about the tryouts and the actual making of the
And
team.
not just shit talking behind everyone's back.
Exactly. They're not following the girls home or that
It's
kind
not
of a
good
thing.
TV.
Okay.
It's not good TV.
It's not great.
Okay, so the
TV.
Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders is your number one pick for realist.
For legit,
and fakest.
legit.
What's your fakest?
Fakest. I'm gonna have to say Dance Moms. I spent a lot of time
really?
watching that show, and
you got off on that, huh?
Oh yeah,
and
speaking my
interviewing
language.
them behind the scenes and seeing what's going on and really meeting the stars
Okay.
and getting in with them and yeah, that one is.
We're gonna have to talk about
is
that
pretty
later.
fake. Yeah,
We don't have later.
No, off air.
My pick for legit would be The Little Couple, one of my favorite shows.
Love them.
It might be just their life on the weekend of doing stuff with the kids, or her job at the hospital, or his job as the owner of a pet boutique, but
So
it's just their
adorable.
real life, and they're
And-
sweet people.
yeah, very sweet.
Most unlegit Bachelorette for me.
Okay.
Oh,
Word,
God,
word,
Hate
yes.
those shows. Hate
word.
them.
Oh, horrible.
I have no way to answer this because I only watch Housewives.
Okay, well then let's go from your favorite reality or from your favorite show on TV to your least favorite show on TV that you just can't stand.
Oh my God. Well, my favorite would be any of the Real Housewives of New York, New Jersey, and Beverly Hills. And my least favorite, I don't watch anything I don't like, so I have no way
Okay.
to answer this.
Good.
I use my time
Good
wisely.
answer. Good answer.
Howie's not
Plug
making
what
you
you
sit
love.
down and watch anything.
No.
Grant.
All right, so most real.
Yeah.
And this is just from what I watch. I think Big Brother's pretty good. I enjoy Big Brother, and it's like I watch the live feed so I can compare the two. They pick and choose what they want, but you have to produce the
But
show.
there is that live feed, which is a
Yeah.
really interesting element
Yeah.
to a reality show,
yeah,
right?
so I like that.
I didn't know that was still on.
Yeah, that's
I thought it was still just on in the UK too. I just thought it was the UK.
Oh,
thing
the
still.
one in the UK is amazing.
They're crazy. They're all naked and
They
stuff.
always, and they always
right?
trend on Twitter. That's how I know what's
Yes,
going on in
yes,
Big
me
Brother
too.
UK.
Anytime someone gets
that is a
naked, it
full-time
trends.
job.
Because
though.
it's
That
not
show is
Connie
on every
Chung.
night.
Is that Connie Chung is the?
Oh, that's every night.
That's
Oh,
every
that's
night
the
in the
American.
UK.
That's an
The
institution
American
there.
one
Like
is the
families
Connie
sit
Chung.
around, eat their dinner, and watch
Yeah.
Big Brother UK. Mm-hmm. And then what's the fakest in your opinion?
Oh, I have to be careful because I know too much from working on certain shows. I really have to be careful. But
No, we all know that they're anyone
Yeah.
who breathes an inch of air in Hollywood knows that they're all freaking fake.
yeah, I mean that show like. I don't know, that Living Lohan on E, which I lived for, was the
Uh-huh.
fakest thing I've
Lived
ever
for
seen.
it.
But I live for anything Lohan, so I have to drop that.
Totally.
You know, but like there's different shows like LA Hair and like all those like I even
The tattoo shows.
Yeah,
They
tattoo
all seem
Tabitha.
very manufactured.
Tabitha is so formulaic, and it's so she literally just walks in.
You
You know, I
Chrisley
mean-
Knows Best, which I love.
Oh, I can't with that show. I can't.
So
I'm not
fake.
there for that.
I don't know why it's. I just like it
What
because
is
he's
it?
so.
What is it?
But
Strange.
not.
He is.
Chrisley Knows
No,
Best.
he
This
is,
weird
right?
Southern Baptist family. This guy, the dad, is like a total queen.
He's a total like Joe Simpson. Like he's gonna come out,
if
right?
Oh, Joe Simpson
Joe
is gay?
Simpson looks
Well-
like the most masculine man on earth
Yes,
compared to this
honey.
guy.
Yeah.
It's
hard
very
to
southern,
watch.
but
It's
it's
hard
all
for me to
clearly
watch.
very
Yeah.
set up. It's very, very, very set up.
Okay.
You know, for me, favorite shows are like Veep, Last Man on Earth.
Thank you.
Least favorite, can't stand, are Dancing with the Fucking Stars.
Oh,
blow
man.
my head out.
Goodbye.
Blow my
Goodbye,
head
Aaron
out.
Andrews. Goodbye, that show. Adios.
It's
It's
wrong.
like-
It's coarse. It's Dancing with the D-listers.
It's very
Oh, it's
old.
awful. It's not even like so bad
mean,
that it's good. It's
when-
just like commercial.
When you have to have Sherry Shepherd on the show.
Thank
Who's
you.
Sherry
When
Shepherd?
Sherry Shepherd,
question.
the bigot,
Exactly, Wendy.
she's
Exactly.
a bigot and anti everything that's not her,
Just,
basically.
not a very educated
And poor
person.
Marla Maples. So I know Marla just briefly because she's a very big Kabbalist. She goes to
Ah.
the Kabbalah Center.
And she was Trump's ex-wife.
And she's Trump's ex-wife,
Oh,
but
wow.
did she get used or what? I mean, she
I
got
know.
she got on Dancing with the Stars, and she really doesn't have a dancing bone in her body.
No,
I
but
mean,
It always
they're
goes to
gonna
the
be
people
there
that do.
tonight.
you know.
Are you going? Is it on tonight or something?
It's TMZ posted a story that they're gonna have extra security there for Tiffany. for the daughter.
Oh gosh, for the daughter of the
And I've been to a live taping of Dancing with the Stars, and it really is not that glamorous.
No, it seems so
It really is not.
tedious.
It's like going to a
I'm good.
Gordon Ramsay chef show,
Yeah.
right? Have you ever gone to one of those?
No.
Okay.
It feels
Yes,
like traffic
actually,
school to
yeah.
me. I hate
It is
I
traffic school.
can't deal with it. It pisses me off that they think we're that stupid.
Okay.
And
so,
with that,
and with that, we have to wrap up the show.
thank you
this
guys.
was so
Thank you
much
all
fun.
so much.
Thank
Get in
you
your. Let's
guys.
go down and
Thank
get
you.
your last plugs in really quick before we go.
Okay, cool, everybody. I would love it if you would follow me at Christy Reports on all social media platforms. Please also subscribe to my YouTube channel at Christy Reports and check out ChristyReports.com.
And guys, it's Megan Stecher. You can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat. It's all Megan Stecher, MEGANSTECHER.
Fern Ronay here. You can find me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat at Fern Ronay, RONAY. My novel, Better in the Morning, is available on Amazon. It's the story of a single 29-year-old Manhattan lawyer who is guided in her dreams by her dead Italian grandparents. So if this book is meant for you, find it.
It's meant for you.
Really?
It's
Yeah,
meant
I'm
for
gonna
you,
read it.
people.
I get it. I read it.
And you guys can find me over on Twitter at Grants__rants. And you can find me on AfterBuzz, Grants Rants Hollywood Talk Podcast, and now Grants Rants Hollywood Live.
Thank you guys so much for coming.
So much.
I think we need to arrange this again. I think Wendi did.
Hot panel.
It's a hot panel, you guys. It's a hot panel.
Fun.
And Jarvis, thank you for working
Thank you
the show.
so much,
Thank you.
Jarvis.
And Sean,
As always. Wendy, it's always
thank you
a
for
pleasure.
showing up. It's a running joke we have.
Is
I
it?
only-
Is
I
it?
only see-
We love each
I
other.
only see John on Tuesdays. And,
Yeah, unless we're doing photo shoots at my house.
You can
Unless
just
we're
say,
doing
see you
photo
next
shoots.
Tuesday, John.
We do
That's our
every
that,
week.
that's our out. That's our outline.
I love it.
See you next Tuesday.
See you
Everybody.
next Tuesday, Wednesday, Wendy.
Good night, everybody.
Good
Thank
night.
C-Spot Talk Marketing Unfiltered is made possible by our sponsors, Direct Avenue, the television media agency where you can expect more. Contact them at directavenue.com. Ending music is courtesy of Tom Orsi at Orsi Digital. You can download audio episodes of C-Spot Talk Marketing on iTunes, Spreaker, and Stitcher, or enjoy the full-length video uncut on YouTube. Just search for C-Spot Talk in your directory, and while you're there, make sure to subscribe. Special thanks to John Hamilton and Tony Sweet for making Tuesdays the best night of the week. If you'd like to be a guest on the show, just send me an email at wendy@cspotrun.com. Thanks for listening. See you next week.